But then that is one of the hardest decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
And one thing I know is all traders will pass through the same experience.
Yeah.
Like, and I told my boss the next month, I'm getting out.
How many accounts did you blow?
Bro, you don't know.
Yeah. What's up, guys? So today's video is just a bit different from the normal typical videos. It's a podcast type of an interview, and I'm going to be interviewing one of my team members. He's a trader and a mentor. So we are going to discuss how he got into trading, his losses and highs, and how he was once my student and became a mentor. There's a lot to discuss, there's a lot to learn, and I believe it's going to be a very great conversation. So his name is Osman, and let me just let him introduce himself. So Mr. Osman.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yes,
and I'm so happy to be here with you guys. My name is Osman Lakan, and I'm a day trader, full-time trader, and I've been trading for almost now 3 years. I'm a mentor at Forex Bulls Academy, and yeah.
All right. So it's a pleasure having you, and let's start off with how you got to know about trading and your whole backstory behind trading. So you said you've been trading for about 3 years now, right?
Yes, sir.
That means you got in when? That being 2020 or 2019? 2020. Yeah. So tell us about your story and how you got into trading.
Oh yeah, thank you. I remember my first days of trading before I even actually got into it all in. It was 2019. That is when I started doing research about trading, you know, trying to see how you can change your life in any way. So I was, you know, passing through online, and then I fell onto traders who are doing like making money online. Try to follow up. But as you know, it is so much online. So I didn't give it much time. But then as time moved on, things started to become real. You know, you're a young gentleman and you want to do maybe change your life because you're seeing other people are doing well, people in your age group are doing well. And then you're finding all possible ways maybe to change your life. So I decided to now go in deeply to research about trading. And then along 2019, it wasn't so much into it. Then 2020 came. Now when 2020 came, things were different. I think remember COVID came in around that area. And then that is when most of us woke up about, you know, having some other sources of income besides physical businesses, the traditional businesses. So still I went into doing more research about it. And then that is when I fell onto Daniel's video on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Finding out about a Ugandan actually doing trading. And it is really, like the videos I saw were really so inspiring. And for the first time seeing a Ugandan, doing trading, and the videos were interesting because I saw some good life I really wanted. And then that is when I contacted you. For me to do that, I really wanted to meet you and actually understand how, I wanted to feel it, like it is really actually real and people make money out of it. And the good thing is, by the time I contacted you, you guys had a seminar.
Okay.
Okay. That is the time I contacted you, and you told me we have a seminar. You can come through and see how things are done. So the seminar was like after maybe in the next 1 week. So I paid for the seminar and came to the seminar completely green. I didn't know anything about trading, but I wanted to feel it. I wanted to see, is it real? Are you guys really making money? And when I reached there, bro, the hype was high.
Sure.
Many people were there. I was so surprised that it was a full house. Traders are there. And then that is when the vibe started. That is when I realized I have to chase this.
It feels like when you watch stuff online, not until you see or meet someone doing it in real life. Oh, okay, Osman is actually making money. It's so hard to believe, you can actually make money with trading.
Definitely.
So after the seminar, that's when you went in all.
Yes, sir.
That was about early 2021, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I do remember by then we're trying to kind of push out and create more awareness. So we're having many seminars, and by the way, to my surprise too, the numbers were growing too fast. Like for the first seminars that we had, we'd have say 30 or 50 people. But then that one was way too big. And I think we kind of initiated many people into trading by then. And actually, currently, for all the guys who know about trading, say in Uganda, probably found out about trading from that.
Definitely.
So talk to us about your learning process, because mainly in the start you are doing self-learning, right? Still learning from YouTube and stuff.
Exactly.
How did that go, and what was the way forward on learning with YouTube and free content and all that?
Okay, so let me take it right after that seminar, that day after that seminar. When I saw you guys, like, I was so inspired. I was like, this is real. Now, for me to change my life, I have to actually try to do more research about this, because I was working somewhere and it was very, very, very so hard for me, because I was working full day, and when you're putting in a lot of effort, but then you're not paid well and whatever. So after realizing that these things are real, I've seen Ugandans doing it. And that is the day, by the way, I really got your number and saved it. So as I was going back home, I was like, now things are real. I have to try it.
Now it was time for action.
Exactly. Because, I believe in this. If an opportunity comes, I either go in than regretting. So I had to check it out. The money I used to charge is very little money for this skill. Because I remember when I went back home, I started, I was thinking a lot, working somewhere, you're not getting whatever you need. You work every day, but then at the end of the month, nothing. You're not living the life you're supposed to live. After like 1 week, I told myself, Osman, just try it, give it a try. That money you're fearing to risk, you can lose it in a day. You can actually spend it in a day if something comes up. So I contacted you again, and you told me you have an online mentorship. I was like, okay, but before I go to the online, that thing of Africans, we fear to go in. So I first went to YouTube. Joined different Telegram groups, went on YouTube, started doing self-learning. We have this mentality, YouTube has everything, So I did the self-learning, trying to, opening up accounts and whatever, but the process wasn't good, losing, making money, making money. At the end of that day, I wasn't growing. So I fell into some YouTube videos. Some guy was talking about trading, and he really emphasized mentorship. And the fact that I had your number, that is when I decided to, involve someone who is really doing this, so that they can show me how I can maybe manage my business. I mean, I'm new to it. With a guy who has experience, definitely I can move forward. So I contacted you. You told me about mentorship online, and
that was 2021, right?
Yeah, 2021. And I paid for the mentorship. I think it was $150. So I got into the mentorship. I started the learning slowly. But trust me, the mentorship opened more about trading. Because now I went inside the markets and understanding deeply candlesticks. I didn't know about risk management. What does candlesticks mean? What the visual communication of the market. By the way, that mentorship helped me to fall in love with trading because I saw things were making now sense. It is like you getting to know the business you're in. Maybe after some time you realize it is not all about sales. You have to first understand the business, and then later you make the sales. So after the mentorship, I started, taking it very slow, and then I started really seeing an improvement in my life. Because of the knowledge that I got from the online mentorship.
It does feel like most traders, it's normal. Like everyone who comes into trading, they're going to start off with learning with YouTube and stuff. But then at some point, if you are looking at trading serious, you want to take it serious, so as a business for some long-term results or some, I think at some point you have to invest into mentorship. Well, I do remember when I also started, I pushed myself, learning from YouTube, baby pills and stuff. Like I knew those things, I know how to place a trade, but I wasn't making money. I was making money. When next day I'm losing it out all. Then I also got the emphasis from YouTube. You need to get a mentor. Took that step. And it was a whole changing point. So I think we kind of need to put more emphasis on the fact that for any trader looking at long-term success, mentorship is essential, right?
Exactly.
Like you kind of get to learn, say from the lessons, say Osman is the mentor, kind of get to learn from the mistakes or say the losses Osman took, so you don't have to go through the same path.
Exactly.
Interesting. Sure. Now let me ask, by the way, so after mentorship or during mentorship, you started your live trading, right?
Okay.
How many accounts did you blow?
Bro, you don't know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I blown a lot of accounts and I actually felt like giving up.
Yeah.
But as I think there's always something in you that pushes you to do something, even if you lose on it every day.
Yeah.
There's always that something inside you, like stay in. And that is the voice, by the way, most of us ignore. There's always that inner voice that tells, yes, you've lost, but the more you push into this, you're going to finally kill it. So I've blown a lot of accounts, I blew by the way, many. Before the mentorship. So when the mentorship came in, that is when I realized about risk management, trade management and everything. So the blowing reduced, but remember you have the fear of the past experience.
Feels like you keep learning that time.
Exactly. So I was making little, but I was growing, Just think about it, depositing $100. And then yes, by the end of the month, you have like 180, but you didn't lose. It is slow progress, but you know what you're doing. Exactly. And the most important thing is I was getting the experience now. I was learning,
And I feel like trading is more of it's a gradual process.
Yes, sir.
Like once you start off, say, with making money or consistency, it doesn't all come in 1 week or 1 month. My equity curve is up to the moon. Like you kind of say in your first week, you could make some money. Second week, say you take some losses, but then you make money at the end of the week, just that way. So interesting. Then in there, what are the biggest challenges that you have faced as a trader? Or say from the time you started off trading to the time you started hitting your big milestones, what are the biggest challenges?
Oh yeah. So there's a week I made 800k Ugandan shillings.
That's about, let me see, about $260, something like that.
Something like that. And then that man, I used to work for it for a full month.
You made it around there.
I made it in a week.
Oh, in a week, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And that is the time I was like, now it's time to...
This is the turning point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to now focus fully on trading. And I told my boss the next month, I'm getting out.
Whoa.
Time now to go. Just imagine, think about it. 800k, you make it for a full month and you've been hustling all day. Because I used to work in a pharmacy from morning to 11 p.m. at night.
Whoa.
You get. And now I made that money in just a week. And I was just pressing a button. No hustles, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, now time to focus fully on trading. So I had to retire, tell the boss I'm quitting.
Yeah.
But then that is one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, but it was a blessing in disguise.
It does feel like, okay, now I'm quitting. What's going to come ahead?
Exactly.
What if I take losses there? Yeah.
Exactly. And remember, I'm not yet, haven't yet gotten the real experience of a trader. I think it was beginner's luck after getting the right information.
Yeah.
You get? Now I was following rules and whatever. Now after that, things just flipped.
Yeah.
Things now got real. I started again losing,
Now
remember, you're alone, trying to push it harder. But now I started losing again, But then I realized it was because of the money that I made.
Yeah.
Now I thought I know all of it.
Yeah.
Now thinking every time I'm going to be placing a trade, I'm going to be making money.
Oh yeah.
And now remember, now you've seen good money, and then even the risk is a little bit, now you increase a little bit. Thinking about making 800k in a week, I was like, now if I can make it maybe every after 2 days, that would be a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Trading can give us that mentality that you can kill it. Yes, you can, but then there's some things we follow before we think about, the process of making money every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was so hard for me, by the way, because I lost, but it was because of me,
Yeah, it feels like, actually, I've also gone through some sort of the same journey, and I feel like even every trader watching now probably is going through that situation, or they have gone through it. Exactly. I feel like at some point when you're taking too many losses, you kind of get depressed, stressed and all that.
Yes,
How did you go over that?
Oh, bro, it was so hard for me.
Yeah.
Because I remember I even started looking for a job again.
Yeah.
Like I was like, no, now things are not working.
Yeah.
But I remember there's something you talked about in the mentorship. After the course, you always emphasize never leave your job before you make double in trading what you make at your job. So that is a mistake I did. I think it was because of me. But of course, people tell you, don't do this. But you know humans, we don't care. So I started looking for a job again. But then one time I went for an interview, and as I was coming back, I remembered the reasons why I came into Forex trading. I told myself, yes, it has been a little bit hard now, but you know how to do it. Because you got the knowledge. You know how to push it. If you made money before, you can actually make it again. Exactly. So I just went back home, told myself, bro, just relax. Get back to the drawing board again. Refresh everything. Things are going to get different,
Wow,
Yes, sir.
I do feel like traders or any person really meant for this, at some point they're going to have that point. I kind of try to relate it in a way when I was at university, I was trading, even before I started off with the tuition. Sometimes I would blow an account. I feel like quitting, but then once I'm out there seated alone, other guys are in the lecture room. So I'm like, shall I quit then? Then I'm like, no. If I'd made some money before, then I can do it again. I get back in, and trust me, I think it's more of a mindset, like what you said before, something that keeps you going, even regardless of the fact that, say you've done an account or made a loss or anything, like you keep going.
Exactly.
So would you say, what's your thought? Should someone quit their job for trading, or they should learn first, get consistent, right, with trading? Oh, well, I can now make money, and they're able to quit the job or leave the job or anything. What do you think?
Oh, okay. This is what I think. Now, two things are involved. Trading is a business. So with my mentality, I think trading can be two things. It can either be a side hustle,
a full-time job,
or a full-time job. So now, traders, I believe when you're a beginner, you always need something to fund your trading. Always. Always. Because when you're a beginner, trust me, you have to lose. You have to lose. You haven't gotten that real thing. Now, I wouldn't recommend anyone to just quit their job and then go trading as a beginner. Exactly.
I think that's a very important
but then if you get the experience, you get the experience. Now we are talking about the most liquid market. There's no business better than trading. Now when you get the experience, get the right knowledge, why not?
True.
Exactly.
I think that's the best option actually. You need to, as a beginner, don't just quit your job.
Now I did that mistake. I can't recommend anyone to do it.
So now I think it's been now 3 years now. What would you say have been your biggest moves or biggest successes in trading?
After doing now, getting back to the board, preparing myself again. I remember I didn't have capital and whatever. I went back home, tried to convince my dad, something is coming up, and then he gave me $300.
Whoa,
that was around 1 million. So that is when I was like,
think I need to go.
Exactly. Now I need to do good risk management, follow my rules. I created a plan, like I came into now as a disciplined trader because I saw it works, man. It really works. Now I deposited $150 and I kept the 150 for backup. You get, in case I lose all the money for backup. But interestingly, like I grew that money slowly. After 1 month, I had $500. But I was so conservative, like I didn't want to lose that money, so I was doing good risk management. I was so disciplined, using small lot sizes, but small consistent wins they build profits.
We call it compounding.
Compounding. So as time moved on, I decided now, as a Ugandan, okay, this is about me. It is so hard for me to enter trade on real money, risking almost like $500. As me, it is so hard for me. So I was like, now in trading, the bigger the risk, the more the returns. So I had to go for a funded account.
Oh, you've done funded accounts?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I went for funded account. I bought a 5K funded account. 5K. My Forex funds. So that is the one that actually changed my life.
Wow.
I passed the phases in a month.
Wow. That was 2022.
That was 2022, beginning of 2022.
Okay. What's the biggest funded account that you have traded on?
Oh, 200K.
Whoa.
But then I'm going to judge you about that.
Yeah.
No, MFF broke my heart. But anyway, we move.
So you had an account running with my Forex funds by then?
Yes, sir.
The 200K?
Before they left.
Whoa.
I had just bought it, past phase 1. I was remaining with
phase 2?
Yeah, phase 2, but almost maybe 1,000
What?
to pass it.
And then
and then they just disappeared,
Wow,
that saga that came up.
That's crazy.
That was going to be I was thinking about so many things. Imagine having 200K as your capital.
Yeah, that's
as a trader.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing.
The bigger the capital, obviously, the bigger the returns. So are you currently trading on any funded accounts?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Even right now, because this is business.
Yeah.
If something fails, then and the business we're in. Exactly. It is too risky.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, but then nevertheless we move.
So how much is it in funding?
In funding?
Yeah, funded accounts.
Right now, it's a 10K because it's a new company.
Oh, I
have to first see how they work.
Test it
Maybe
out.
Then I'll go big later.
Oh, yeah. Well, interesting. I think it's way better to first test out the company. I just feel like right now there are so many pro funds every day a new one is emerging up.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's better to kind of find out, the regulations. Actually, most of them are not regulated. I've also seen traders who get the challenges passed. They even trade, but they don't get payouts.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. So I think for the MFF thing, well, most traders lost money in. But again, obviously, that doesn't mean that all pro firms don't work.
Exactly.
You kind of have to find out, well, okay, how is this any positive reviews? Those are the small things that I personally look out for. I have one. I'm currently trading on an account of about 100K. I actually got a payout, my first payout, I think 2 weeks ago. I did post that. So
I remember asking you. I think you remember my message.
Actually, yeah. So do the research, find out how legitimate is this company, right? Are people getting even paid out, or it's just a whole thing of promotion and sales and all that? So I think it's a very good one. Osman, you have been mentoring now with me, and I think you do trade SMC, right?
Yes, sir.
Just tell us a bit more about that, and for how long have you been using the same system?
So like we said in the beginning, yes, the more you understand in trading, the better for you.
True.
There's always what we call an edge. The higher the edge, the better for you to make money in trading.
Exactly.
So we always want to understand the market deeply. That is if you're looking at actually making big money from the market. You're looking at it as a business. So as time moved on, I was doing support and resistance, then demand and supply. I was like, okay, now smart money concepts. There's always that belief you trade like the banks and whatever. So I was like, who wouldn't want to trade like a bank now?
Like the banks,
Exactly. So I also got that course, paid for it. I remember I bought it from someone. And then now I've been trading smart money for almost a full year.
Full year?
Yes, sir. Okay. I think it is 1 year and now 8 months.
Whoa.
Trading smart money. So I went detailed into it. It is really interesting because it gives you that view of the market differently for some of the other guys. It is always so detailed inside. That is why actually most of the people fear smart money because of the details in it.
It's so detailed.
Exactly.
Well, I personally still trade price action. At some point I was like, well, I think I need to learn SMC, but up to now, so I still keep it simple, price action, that and that. So I feel like smart money concepts is a bit complicated for beginner traders. What's your thought?
Okay, now I would recommend this. Every trader, before you think about smart money, you have to first pass through these other strategies.
Okay.
Because trust me, even in smart money, price action and market structure, they are key. Every trader, you're supposed to know price action, because there's no way you're going to make money if you do not know the visual communication of the market. Candlesticks and whatever. Then market structure. What is the trend of the market? Everywhere, every strategy, before we analyze, we need a trend. So every trader would recommend as a beginner, first pass through this beginner's knowledge, whatever.
Learn price action.
Exactly, market structure and whatever. Now, if you want to maybe push your trade into a next level, smart money concept. Comes in. Now, it is so detailed, but trust me, everything, if you're willing to, if you're looking at killing it big, why not? You should also try it.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
So from 3 years of trading, you have met all the lows, lost money, learned, and you have also met the highs where you have made big money and progressed, right? At this point, you are mentoring. What would you say is your experience with now showing people on how you trade, how to become a consistent trader and all that? What would you say is your perspective or experience with that?
Mentoring, you know, it is something, I think it is natural.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot just come out and you be a mentor without something inside you. So I didn't know, by the way, I could mentor. I think you remember the first time we had a conversation, you know, it wasn't so cool, but I think self-esteem can push you to be whatever you need.
Oh yeah.
So I told myself, you know what, Daniel now is looking for a mentor.
Yeah.
And he's the guy who has been pushing me all day, all night, you know. You know, wanting to be like him. So now let me just go check him out and see. Maybe, by the way, the major reason is I wanted to see how you do your things, you know, how you work out and whatever. So I came into it, then it was magical. Like, I think it was just natural.
And the day we met, you are such a vibrant, positive person that even if you share the information with someone would easily pick up, because like actually what you said, it's more natural. Not everyone is going to come and say, I can mentor.
Exactly.
Different people, not every person is actually going to pick up your energy or whatever you're teaching. So it's more natural, right? So you're doing SMC, you also did demand and supply.
Yes, sir.
And actually all the basics. I also have price action, but this time around I also did price action, market structure and all that. And now we have different perspectives from 2 different mentors.
Yes, sir.
By the way, tell me, how does it feel like? I want you to assume that you're another student. What do you think it is like to learn from 2 different people sharing the same, say you are sharing price action, I'm also doing price action, and someone is learning? What do you think? Would it be something hard, or it actually eases up the process? Because we would say, well, you are learning from how Osman approaches the charts with price action, maybe how Daniel does that. What do you think?
Oh, trust me. Now we have different experiences, right? Daniel passed through this, he knows how to handle this. Osman passed through this, he knows how to handle this. And one thing I know is all traders, we pass through the same experiences. Like, we face the same problems, and how we solve them is all equal. Think about it, you know, having 3 people, 3 mentors, and these guys have the experience. Daniel has been in the market for almost 4 years. I've been in the market for 3 years. We've seen a lot. The other mentor has also been in the market for almost 3 years. We've seen a lot. Now, we've worked on a project, we've worked on a course that is actually having 3 different mentors on it. Actually, when we were making this course, I just sat down one day and I was like, I wish I had this.
In the start.
Exactly.
Because, by the way, even in my process of learning, when I got a mentor, it was only 1 person teaching me. So now, imagine if I had 3. And they're all experienced traders.
Exactly.
That's magical.
It is totally different. Now, I was like, if I had this in the beginning, I think it wouldn't have taken me 3 years. Because one thing I know is, if I start with the right knowledge, with the right guy, following the right people, trust me, trading doesn't need you to be so long in the market to make money. If you're following someone, everywhere, I think every business, if you have a mentor and you're following them, there is no way you cannot kill it in maybe 6 months. Statistically, I think 6 months is enough. So now we created a project, we created a course with everything from what is Forex to actually advanced, which is smart money concepts, right? Now there's a lot of information in there, and trust me, missing out on this, that is like, I don't know, you know, that is like missing out on one of the greatest opportunities in life. So every trader out there, if you're struggling, if you're a beginner, you're not consistent, you know, you're fighting with making money from the market. Trust me, what we've put in this is going to take you from point A to point B.
Exactly.
From what is Forex, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, I'm new to this, I'm totally green. You belong here. I've been trading for almost like 3 years. I'm not consistent. You belong here. I've been in the market for 5 years. I'm not making money. You belong here.
It's actually amazing how we have all these groups out. beginner traders are going to start off with the basics, price action.
Yes, sir.
Then an intermediate trader who is struggling, maybe they know stuff. We have sessions for them, say psychology and all.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. Talk to us about the weekly sessions though. The ones that
we do weekly webinars.
Yeah.
You know, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We always check on them, you know, how is it moving? We do live trading, by the way, with them.
I think
we do live analysis.
When I was starting off, I never had a test of live trading. I'd go on YouTube, search live trading, and you can't find. But either if you find them, then it's probably automated with robots.
Oh, yeah.
So this time around, we have it live and we are analyzing live.
Like the course is so interactive, you know. It is actually not like a video. You're going to just go in your room and watch a video. It is totally interactive. Something you don't understand, just pose a question right away. Because I think we even have live chats onto there.
Exactly.
Chats.
By the way, the student community, the exclusive student community is amazing. Having people all the same mindset, because everyone in there is a trader and they want success. Now you have a team of like-minded people winning. How aren't you going to win?
Exactly.
By the way, I didn't have that when I was starting off. And if I did, well, I would have become way better earlier. I can say proudly, this would be the best package for any trader.
Any trader.
Okay.
You know, as if we had this opportunity in the beginning, I think we would be very far.
Sure.
Because we are cutting your journey short. We are helping you fall onto the right thing right away than first bumping into, you know, different.
Actually, to anyone watching, more emphasis. Mentorship is essential. But there is self-learning. I mean, you can learn. You can. But the problem is it's a lengthy process. You have a lot of information. You have to filter out what works. The first time when I started learning off with Baby Pips has all the information about trading. But how much do you need? Maybe 15% of it. So it's a very hectic process, which I wouldn't wish to go through personally, and anyone, any trader. So you can actually become part of the exclusive student community where myself, Osman, and then the other mentor, Benon, trade live with our students. I mean, and get access to all this information. I mean, price action, SMC, demand and supply, trading psychology, most importantly, and well, all the others. Now, you can actually get access to the course right now. And by the way, at a discount, the fact that you watched up to this point, I'm going to put the links just down in the description below. Go get access and we shall meet in the inner circle. Osman, it's been a very great session. And by the way, I believe you guys got to learn a lot. And I'll see you soon.